Papayanis'e doğru yolladı. Nigel Hayes aldı. Nigel potaya gidiyor. Euro step yaptı. Nigel Hayes 50. Nigel Hayes-Davis 50 sayı.
Nigel, first off, how are you?
Very good. Very good. I'm traveling right now. Everyone cares more about the game. I care about my travel time. 2 days off. Very excited. Got to go somewhere new yesterday. So everything is absolutely fantastic.
I mean, it's been 2 days since that magical night for you and for all of us. I mean, how was your last 2 days? Can you describe me about your feelings, about the things that you done? I mean, how was your past 2 days?
It was good. I mean, a goal I set for myself at the beginning of the year that I wanted to break the scoring record. I didn't know when I would do it, but very happy though that I was able to do it, and it's good that I could do it at home. The crowd was there; they loved it. The guys were all excited. It was like I said in my interview, it was a team scoring record because they made sure to find me and look for me and give me the ball, and especially Papayanis at the end, him having the presence of mind to flash in their half court and get me the ball back as I was being triple teamed on the inbound. So point 50 is probably just as much Yorgos's 50 as it is mine. It was great. Also, a lot of people have been, reaching out, congratulating me. I think it's really good too for the EuroLeague because the EuroLeague highest points ever scored is 50, and it's half of what it was in the NBA. And I think it's very good for people to see just how hard it is to score points in EuroLeague because you'll see I don't see everything, but sometimes I can see people's comments and what they're saying, and everyone's like, 50 points, that's the highest points? And it's like, yes, it's the highest points. You guys have no idea how high it is. And I'll also say this. I could have scored 60 or 70 if I played the whole game. I had 50 in 29 minutes, just so that you know.
Yeah.
And the last 2 minutes was me being triple teamed the whole game to get to 50. So if I could have kept the flow going and played a solid 35, could have easily had 60. But 50 is good. I'll take it.
I was so scared that it will be a backcourt violation. Did you feel
Oh,
that
it
at the moment?
100% was a backcourt violation. I watched it, obviously, a million times. And I want to say now, I didn't want to say it right after, but all three referees, if I find out where they live, I would send them a gift basket because that was 100% a backcourt violation. And I owe them, like I said, there's 4 people that deserve to be up there with me. Yorgos and all 3 referees because that 100% is a backcourt violation. But I'm happy either they did it on purpose or they were just, like most of the people in the arena, just prisoner of the moment and excited to witness history. So either way, very happy that wasn't called a backcourt violation because man, oh man, oh man, would those refs had a hard time leaving Istanbul.
Yeah. I mean, you guys will intentionally foul then, right? I'm guessing.
Who knows what would have happened, man? Who knows? Sometimes they say, what would you think if it went the other way? I guess we'll never know, like Kanye said.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned about the Dejounte Murray game in your post-game interview. I mean, you said that in terms of the shot making, the shot that you tried, right? Because Dejounte tried
Yes,
44 shots the other night.
I just meant it from a shooting standpoint. Like I was going to shoot 44 times. It even started earlier because I told Sertaj in the morning before shoot around because he said, "Did you see Dejounte?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm gonna do that tonight." And he was like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And then fast forward to right before the game, I always text the guys. Not always, but the last 2 times I text the guys I've come through, I text them before maybe Valencia game, and I told him, I said, "Hey guys, the warm up felt great today. We might be doing something out there." And that was like a very, very good game. We broke a team record that game.
Yeah.
So and then the next time I texted them before the game was Friday, and like, "Hey guys, Dejounte Murray loading." So it was only about shots. I didn't know how many points I was going to score. I just wanted to have it in my mind that I was going to shoot as many times as I could, and also text one of my other good friends, Xavier. He's playing right now in for NSC in Russia. He texted me before the game. I was like, "Have a good game," and I said, "I'm trying to have an out of body experience today," which is what I texted. And he was like, "Well, I mean, don't do anything like crazy. Just play your game." I said, "No, I need to shoot some shots where they're like, Nige, what are you doing?" So, and
I
again,
mean,
so I guess I might have predicted it, man. I don't know.
I was gonna ask you, did you wake up that day that like I'm gonna break the EuroLeague points record? But I guess you did. Like, but
Yeah, but
everything
I
you
mean,
say comes up to that.
not really though. I'm not gonna lie for like media and say I thought I was gonna break the scoring record. I said I was going to go. It's more from a motivation standpoint. Like I had 3 games left in EuroLeague this regular season to like push for some goals and some things that I want. And like I knew I had 3 games left to like make a statement. Um, so like I just wanted to like try to make a statement. And it just so happened Dejounte shot 44 shots, and the graphics were the last person to take 40 plus shots was Kobe, Westbrook, and him. So I was like, let me add my name to the list. So I only got 27. So 17 more, I might have had 75 or 80. So
Yeah. You mentioned about that it was one of your goals before the season to break the EuroLeague season record. I mean, what was uh, what are the other things that you put yourself to achieve this season? Like, could you be able to achieve them, or will you be able to achieve them in the remaining of the season?
yeah, I can achieve them. The goals are still there. It's for me and my phone right now until I cross them off, and then I can let people know. But the scoring record was one of my goals that I had. Again, it's just more of it's more like what I wrote in my Instagram post about like leaving a legacy and like establishing a name. Last year, after my season in Barcelona, I told you I wanted to come back that season and like earn the respect of uh of like Europe again, because what they saw in Barcelona was not what I am. I did that, and this year I wanted to like leave no doubt about my ability. And instead of like earning respect, I wanted to be looked at as not a really good player in Europe, but one of the best players in Europe. And this that's why this goal is important, because the most valued thing that people put let me say it this way, the what basketball minds and fans and those who write about it, they put the most value on scoring, and they give credit to people who have scored the most. No one has ever scored 50. Nigel has, and that's kind of the motivation behind why I wanted to do it. Undeniable, like respect. No matter if it's broken, all records are meant to be broken, but there will never be a first person again to score 50 in Europe in EuroLeague, because it is me, and like that's the motivation behind all of that.
I don't see your name in the MVP conversations at all. Do you think that it should be, or is this one of your goals for the next season, maybe? I mean, because I think it's not good, right, to not see your name at any of the MVP conversations.
Um, when I got injured, it took myself out of it. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't. Uh, I mean, Mike James messaged me and we were talking back and forth. He said, "Congratulations." So like I told him, appreciate it. Means a lot coming from the MVP. I'm pretty sure everyone assumes that it's going to be Mike James, and obviously he'd be very well deserving of it. But I think the only thing that hurt me is not my play, is that I missed those games when I was injured after Partizan. And then I had those 2 games where I had to get back my rhythm. And those, what is it, maybe 4 or 5 games, I think, where I wasn't able to get stats or stay in someone's stay on the radar, because in these awards, it's really what have you done for me lately. No one really cares about what you've done throughout the whole year or what you do, period, for your team. It's more of, ooh, what has this player done recently that's made me, fall in love with them or put them up front. So I think that little 5 game, maybe 6 game, I don't remember, span where I wasn't able to play and where I was finding my rhythm, I think might have cost me being in a conversation. But it's okay, because if I ask you right now, me being from America, who won the MVP in 2002? You don't know. Who won the MVP in 2003? You don't know. Who won the MVP in 1989? It'll take you a second. Who won the MVP in 2012? It'll take you another second. Who scored the most points ever in an NBA game? Wilt Chamberlain.
Will
You know that
Chamberlain.
individually. So
That's a great logic.
in terms of me being, like I said, like trying to solidify myself and like leave a legacy, leave an imprint, from this time being, and hopefully selfishly, forever, as long as it can be. The highest points ever scored in a EuroLeague game, 50 by me. So it's all right. I mean, you can't have everything, although I do try. But I'm always said I've been concerned with team success more than individual awards, although I'll take both.
All right. I saw your stat line. Of course, I saw it, but it was 50 points and 0 assists. And Saras made a joke about that too in the post-game interview. Like, I'm gonna talk to Nigel, he said while laughing. I mean, did you guys have a chat about that after the game in the locker room?
No, no, no. It was just a joke, just a little cheeky remark. Of course, I had 0 assists. I always tell people, first of all, I don't get paid to pass the ball. We literally have the greatest point guard in the history of European basketball to pass the ball. That is his job. And then we also have other guards on the team that are there to pass the ball. My job isn't to pass the ball. And I'll never forget that, because in Žalgiris, Shars drew up a play one time, and I did something and I passed the ball. And in the timeout, I said something about like, "Oh, I saw the pass." And he's like, "Nigel, I would never ever draw up any play for you to pass the ball." Never forgot that. So, yeah, he probably doesn't remember that, but I for sure remember that. So, yeah, my job wasn't to pass the ball, and like I said, that night was all about shooting. It wasn't about passing. Although like I don't view myself as a selfish player. I love a good team game, but that night specifically was a very shoot first night, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, when did you know that you're gonna break the record? Like in the game?
My second shot.
Second shot. So
Yeah.
30 seconds, I guess, then.
Yes. Because I got the ball, and the first play wasn't for me. Matter of fact, we didn't even run the first play, because it's not because I didn't want to run the play. The play was supposed to start with me getting the ball, and I was supposed to pass it to Nick. But whoever was guarding me, I can't remember, started pressuring me. It's like, why are you pressuring me? So I just went around and laid the ball up. And um, after that, I said, okay, Nudge, you said you wanted to shoot 44 shots. You just shot the first shot in the first 6 seconds of the game. Then they turned the ball over, transition 3. So I have 2 shots in roughly 30 seconds, and they both went in. I said, here we go. It's go time. So after that, then Nick threw me one in the corner again. I made that one, and I said, oh, we're good. We're doing something today. So yeah, 18 in the first quarter. It's amazing. And like I said, I played 1 minute in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And I got one shot in the second quarter. So like I said, I could have had 60. Honestly. I could have had
Maybe
60.
next time.
I mean, you know how hard it is to do this in Europe, man. Maybe next time. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, no, I knew the long-winded answers I'm giving. Apologize, but I knew the second shot that I was going to do something after the first quarter. And then at halftime, I had 21. And as I'm leaving, I asked Ilker, what's the record for points by a Fenerbahce player? Because I honestly didn't think about the EuroLeague record first. I thought about Fener's record because in my mind, for some reason, like it sounds weird, but like 49 is so much more than like 41.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's not, but it is. So like I asked Ilker, I had 21. I said, "Oh, we're still shooting. Okay, we're gonna come out second half. I missed a quarter. I need to make up for it." So I asked Ilker, "What's the record?" He told me that I think it was like 39 by Nando for like modern Finner player record, and then it was 41 by I can't remember the name, but he said 41. So I said, "Cool, I need 42." And then we go out there, and I told Shars too. Like when we started second half, I said, "Hey, the records, whatever, I'm breaking the record." And then he looked at me, like the look he gave me was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You know? But Shars is like he's like any coach though, he's like he doesn't care, and he says it too all the time. He doesn't care who scores the most points for his team. He just wants to win. So if it's Molly's night, Scotty's night, Yam's night, Tyler's night, who's ever Marco, all the way down the line, whose ever night it is to score, he doesn't care as long as we win. So whoever has the most points is not important to him. But I told him that, and he looked at me and was, "What?" And then the next time out, he was like, "Well, you know, just make sure you play the right way." I said, "When do I not play the right way? Always play the right way." And then he said, "Well, mix in some drives." The next play, I shot a three and made it. And then I looked at him. Yeah, so then we're going. And then I told him, I said, "All right, I'll get 42, and then you can take me out." So then I ended up getting it. And then I went to go foul because, like I said, in my mind, I needed 42. So when I got it, I went to go foul the guy. And then it was like, "Cool, you did it." And then as I'm coming out, Ilkera walks up to me and goes, "Nigel, you're going to kill me." And I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Shane Larkin has a record for EuroLeague game for 49. Then I turned around. And then when I turn around, it's like in slow motion. I see everyone behind the scores table standing up, holding up six. Like everyone's holding up six, like yelling at me. And then Ilkera tells me some guy comes running down from the stands like, "Put Nigel back in. He needs 6 more points." So then the whole arena starts yelling at 6. And then I look at Shars and I walk up to him again. I said, "Hey, the EuroLeague record is 49. There's like 3 or 4 minutes left. I can for sure get this." And he's like, "You want to go back in?" I was like, "Are you fucking crazy? Do I want to go back in?" Absolutely. So, you know, we laugh, and Tarek comes out. Tarek was a good sport about it too, because I think Tarek knew right as well. He just checked in for me, and I think he just had to come back out. And yeah, so I went in there, and it was the hardest 6 points I've scored in Europe, because like they knew, and obviously as an opposing team, like you don't want someone to have a record night on you. You know, like you never want to be that team or that guy where something like, you know, record breaking wise happens to you. So like their defense picked up to another level. Then they started double teaming, switching handoffs, and then it's even harder because everyone knows they're trying to get me the ball. So like they're not even guarding the other guys on the court. So I'm running around handoffs. I hit a three. They call the foul on Yorgos. I said, "I can't believe you called that one." But like I said, they made up for it with the over and back call. So they made up for it. But like I hit that three, and there was a moment too where I was scared I wasn't gonna get it because I always think if you check out and you check back in to break a record, you'll never get it because I feel like the basketball guys don't reward you for that. So when I checked back in, I got the technical free throw and I missed. I haven't missed a free throw all month. And I missed. And I said, fuck, I'm not going to get it. I told Scotty, I said, I'm not going to do it, bro. I can't believe I missed a free throw. I missed another one. I said, oh my gosh, I would jump off a building if I don't break this record because of these 2 free throws. But yeah, so it was good. And then I had to cherry pick for 2 layups. I mean, in America we call it cherry pick. I don't know what the European term is for it.
I thought like you were like wide receiver in the last 3 or 4 minutes,
Yeah.
like always in the back side of the court, waiting for the ball.
Yeah. So because it's the easiest way to get it, man. Like it was 5-on-4 and Scotty made a heads up play. He got a steal, and like at the same time he got the steal, he threw a full court chest pass to me.
Yeah,
for a
that was
layup.
great.
Huge awareness by Scotty. Yamadar and Seamus told me, Nigel, just wait at half court. I'm going to steal the ball. So like, shout out to, like I said, I said it not to sound like cool or sound like, I love my teammates because I do, but like, it was literally a team award. Like Seamus and Yam both were like, Nigel, we're going to steal the ball. Be ready to run. So like you watch them playing defense, like they're picking up, we're up 40 and they're picking up full court to try and steal the ball so they can give me the ball. So, like I said, it's a full team effort. I hit the 3. I think. Oh, what did that 3 give me? 48. So we call it. So in the timeout too, it's even funnier. Like give people like an inside look. Is like Charles was like, "All right, Nigel, what are we gonna run?" And then everybody's talking, and Charles just starts laughing. He's like, "You guys figure it out." And he gets up and just walks away. So we're all sitting there like, "Guys, what are we gonna run?" So everyone's saying like, run this. Scotty was like, what play is this? I said, Scotty, I don't know. Yam's trying to run a play. And then we finally run one of the plays. I come off, hit the 3. And I shot it over Kumaji. And in my mind, I'm going, oh my gosh, if he blocks this. I was this close to turning around when I left my hand. I knew it was good. As soon as I caught the ball, I knew it was good. I should have turned around like Steph would have. And like I said, the steal, like I said, you saw, I think it was Yam or Seamus got a steal on the sideline that gave us the ball back. So like I said, team award.
Seamus,
those
it
guys
was
were
Seamus.
playing. Yeah, Seamus. Like I said, Seamus was playing. They were playing to help me beat the record. So like I said, it's like, I'm not saying it to like, be nice. Like it was like I'm being like honest. Like it was a legit team performance because like the things that they did and like what they tried to do to help me get 50, I couldn't have done it without them getting the ball back. So like I said, we're up 40 and Seamus is pressuring like, we're down 20.
Yeah.
And he gets the steal and like they call the timeout to review it. And everyone's going like, all right, Naj, you have to get the ball because if anybody else gets the ball, they're going to foul. And then like we walk out and then there's 3 people in front of me from Berlin. And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, I'm never going to get the ball. And like I said, shout out to Yorgos. Because Yorgos, he told me after the game that like he bent over and was faking like he was like hurt. So the other guy was like, like he just like let Yorgos stand there because he's like bent over like, And then as soon as the ball is given to him, he flashes. And then I take off. And like I said, it was the hardest 2 points I've ever scored in Europe. I'm not lying to you. I was like, in my mind, I'm going in slow motion. Because that, like I told you, like the way the season's been going, like I'm at a point now where the game's really slow. But like that was literally slow motion. Like I'm dribbling and I go, Nigel, this is your last chance. And then I'm looking at that. I said, gosh, the big guy's under the rim too, man. But yeah, I never even Euro step either. But the thing is, I work on it in pregame all the time. So like, it's not like
I was gonna ask you about that. Euro stepping for the Europe record. I mean, was that intentional, man?
It is tough, isn't it? Euro stepping for the Euro record.
Yeah, that's a tough line. That's a tough line.
Tough. That may be my caption tonight when I post my 50 points.
I
have the video of like each point I scored. Yeah, Euro stepping for the record. Wow, tough line. But yeah, I did
Yeah.
that move, and like even when I did the Euro step, I shot it with my right hand on the inside, and like I'm looking, and I saw it bounce twice on the right side. So I'm looking over, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm first thinking, if someone hits this off the rim, I would body slam them because I hate that rule in Europe. I hate
Yeah.
the hitting it off the rim. I hate it so much. And my first thought was, if he hits this off the rim, I'm gonna RKO him. And then it bounced twice, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I miss this layup, and then it went in, and like it's again, like I wrote in my caption, it's a moment that's really hard to describe because like when you have a goal and you live the goal, that moment that you're living the goal that you wanted, it's a very surreal moment. There's this video. I'll try to find it if I can send it to you. There's this video of there's a rapper. I don't know what kind of music, maybe Afro beats or maybe rap, hip hop or something, but he's on stage and he's at a concert and he comes out and the whole crowd singing his song. And the caption was, "This is the moment like he's been waiting for." And you can see in his face, like I have the same facial expression. Like after I scored, like there's this look on my face, like I'm in the moment I wanted, you know. And
Yeah.
it's really hard to describe. So like, and I saw this video a couple months ago, but like, yeah, he's on stage looking at the crowd, and like his face is like, this is the moment I've been like wanting, like, you know. And it's really hard to describe, but it's a very very beautiful feeling to live a dream because after you accomplish it, it's over. That's why that's why I say enjoy the walk because the walking is the fun part. Once you get there, it's over. But
Yeah.
walking, like during that part of like I'm on the court and like I look up at the scoreboard and I see 50 and I go, wow, Nigel, you did it. This is exactly what you wanted to do, and you did it. So it's a fantastic moment. Very proud of myself.
Journey is the reward, I guess.
It is because once you get there, it's over. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what was your favorite part of the celebrations? Like, I saw a lot of people tweeting about you. I saw Vincent Poirier's tweet like, it takes me 5 games to score 50 points. I mean, it was hilarious. What was your favorite part of
Um,
the celebrations?
just being with the guys. Well, Nick jumped on my neck and put me in a chokehold, and I had no choice. Like Nick wanted me to go on the ground so they could like pile on me, and I did want to, but like Nick grabbed my neck so hard that is like he almost put me to sleep. You know, like a UFC chokeout. So like I had no. So like you see me like I don't fall. I just say okay, Nick, you win, and I just lay on the ground like you guys can the dog pile. So I mean that was good celebrating with the team, and then at the end doing the little the countdown. This is my first time doing that, so that was that was very very cool to do that and experience with the fans. And like I said, huge shout out goes to the fans because the fans are the ones who let me know besides their care that I needed 6 points, and then they also started yelling at coach and saying the whole arena's telling them everyone put me in. It's also the presence of mind of the arena though to know that because I didn't know that like they knew that like so shout out to the fans who understood like hey our guy can do it, put him back in. I don't care if we're up 40, put him back in. We want to see our guy get it. So it was good to do that. I mean, and then the love coming from everyone on social media was great. Like I said, it goes into um I wanted like to cement the respect that I could get in Europe, and then I also did that in Europe, and even guys from the NBA, Bogdanovich who played for Finner, he messaged me, and I had met him before when I was in Sacramento, so I've known him, but he reached out and told me congratulations. We had a short conversation, and obviously the person who inspired the night, Dejounte Murray, commented on the page.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, Marlon, I went to school with him. He's friends with Dejounte, and he told him, like, he said, my guy said you're the inspiration for the reason he broke the record today. So it was cool to do that. But one of my favorite ones is Clay just gave me a shout out, and
Yeah, I was
working
gonna
with him,
ask you about that.
working out with him the past 2 summers has been great. And I remember asking him about that, like what do you think about when you're like, because Charlie calls them flow states, and I asked him, like, what do you think about, like, you have the moniker Game Six Clay, and you have all these crazy performances. Like, what do you think when you're in there? Like, what do you think when you're shooting? And he was like, yeah, man, bro. Like, he talks so chill. He's like, yeah, Naj, bro, just I don't even think, man. Just catch the ball. If I can get my shoulders at the rim, snap my wrist, I think it's good, man. I said, really? That's it? And he's just saying, like, just like the rim looking like a like everything's cliche because it's true. Like, that's why things are cliche, because humans over the course of experienced life have proven that these things are true. And like when they say it feels like you could throw a ball into an ocean, that's literally what it, that's the best way to describe it. It was like even though I missed shots, like I didn't miss them. In my mind, it was just like, oh, it's another attempt. It's not a miss. It's just an attempt. It's like, all right, how fast can I get to the next shot? It's not like, oh, I made it or missed it. It's like, man, like, oh my gosh, like, it's really weird. It's a beautiful place to be in. But yeah, so to be in one of those flow states, and I told him, like, Game Six Clay is like the mindset I was in. Like, everyone's asking, like, what'd you feel like? And Charlie and Jamal were like, what do you feel like? And it was like when he had 14 threes in Chicago, like, that's the best way to describe it. I told him, like, when he was like running around Chicago, like, what was that, maybe 4 or 5 years ago? Like, when he got the 14 threes, like the way he's on the team, and you could see like Steph and Kevin Durant like passing up wide open shots to find him is like exactly what my teammates were doing. Like there was plenty of times where they're wide open, like literally no one's standing next to them, and they're like, everyone's looking for me. Scotty's on the court in the fast break pointing, Seamus and Yammer, get over there. All the guys are like, how can we get you the ball? And just like it's just it felt like it's the most joy I had, and the most I felt like a kid playing, because it was kind of like the game. It felt like a game of tag. It was like, you're running around playing tag, don't want to get touched by your friends, but like in this situation, it's like the tag is them trying to stop me, and I'm trying to run around and do everything I can to score the ball. So it's kind of like, it's like it felt like the most it felt like an actual game. Like, I know it's basketball is a game, but that was the most it felt like an actual game. Like, it was like I was playing tag with basketball. Like, I'm running around, like passing the ball, coming off screens. I'm running, I'm sprinting, I'm trying to make sure I can get any way I can just to get the ball and shoot the ball. And it was like the most pure, I've felt. And obviously it's a record-setting night, so it all lines up.
I mean, about your teammates, you can't beat the basketball gods on yourself, I guess. So their help was very important. I can agree with you on that.
No, for sure. Like I said that before to you during this and to the other media. Like, it is like a legit, from the most sincere place I can come from. It was the team award, because our team achievement, because I couldn't have done it without them. I mean, at the beginning, it was more in the flow of the game. It was just like, oh, now just scoring. And then as the points keep creeping up, then everyone's mind switches from not just having a good game to, holy shit, Nigel's about to make history right now. So everyone's mindset shifts to, we have to help our teammate make history. So like once I got like over 35, maybe, I could feel everyone's like, oh, something's about to happen. We need to make sure, so like that's That was good because, you know, what people say is that the most beautiful thing about team sports is being with the guys. And that's a
Yeah.
moment, you know, that of course with scoring, but you know, the moment with the guys, like everyone happy, like they all broke the record. You know, everyone's happy for me, everyone's happy for the team, everyone's celebrating, like, you know, we just won the championship, and you know, it's a really good moment.
Yeah. Did you get the game ball, by the way?
Absolutely. I got the game ball and my jersey and the official stat sheets. All that's getting
Yeah.
framed, buddy. Bet your ass.
You passed Shane to achieve this record, and there is the 3-point record too. In the post-game interview, you said that he is a great name to follow up to. So, will you? Of course, you are not trying to break the records at the start of the game, but do you think that you will be able to take that torch from Shane to 3 points record too?
I mean, in all honesty, it'll probably be Marcus Howard because
Yeah.
that guy, that guy gets them up. He gets them up, and he can shoot
He
very
he
well.
is the Dejounte Murray of the 3-point line, I guess.
Absolutely, he gets them up. So I mean, if I had to put money on someone beating it, it would be him for sure. Because but also I think I can do it too. I mean, I told Charlie this when he was here. We were talking about scoring, and I told him like, and it's something Mike talked about. Me and Mike James were talking about the other day. It's like we wouldn't be here if we didn't have the confidence necessary to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And part of that was I was talking to Charlie, and I told him that like no one mentions me as a scorer in Europe, but and this you can ask Charlie too. So like it's the honest truth, honest truth. I
Okay,
told
I
him that
believe you.
I told him that no one looks at me as a scorer, but I think that no one can get hotter than me in Europe because I can score in every way on the court. I can dribble the ball into ISO. I can shoot a spot up. I can shoot off the move. I can shoot off transition. I can post. I can cut without the ball. I have a mid-range floater. Like I can score in every way. And I told him I just take the right game for people to see that. I didn't know it would be so soon, but shortly after Charlie leaves, you know, I end up showing that. But I've always believed that like I have the ability to like get really hot. So can I do it? Yes, I believe I can. I can do it for sure. I mean, I just saw how close I was. Now, like I said, I only played 29 minutes,
Yeah.
so I definitely believe in my ability to do it. But if I had to pick someone that would accomplish it, it would be Marcus Howard. Sure.